Hey guys, welcome back to Drill Pickleball. I'm Braden, and I'm going to go over with you guys today how I set up my paddle. I typically will redo this for tournaments or depending on if I'm playing with a new paddle. So first you got to start off with materials, paddle of your choice. Today I'm doing the Pulse S. Over grips that you like. I like you dripping. They're not super tacky. But they are tacky enough. I change my grip depending on the shot that I'm doing, so I don't want super tacky. Lead, paddle eraser if you need to clean your paddle, and then some scissors. So let's get into it. First thing that I like to do is I like thin grips, and so what I typically will do is I'll remove the stock grip and then I'll put on 2 over grips, which makes it a little bit skinnier than if I keep the stock grip and 1 over grip over it. So let us begin by removing this stock grip. So it's pretty easy. A lot of people are afraid to do this just because they don't want to mess with it. And when I first started playing pickleball, I really didn't do this to any of my paddles, just because I was afraid that I was going to be ruining something. The more I played, the more comfortable that I've gotten with it. So now, like I said, I use U-dripping. I'll usually just double it up. U-dripping is become one of my favorite over grips. Like I said earlier, I'm a big fan of different shots, and as I'm hitting different shots in the kitchen for different angles, I'll switch my grip. And so I don't want something that's super tacky to where my hand's stuck like this. And so I move it a little bit, but I do need tackiness so when those bangers are hitting at me, I'm not gonna have my paddle twist in my hand. Now you're just gonna start with the skinny part at the bottom of the paddle. And since I like my over grips to be skinnier, I will pull tighter. So that way it's a little tighter, closer to the paddle. And then as I go around, I'll go about halfway down. When I get to the end, there's going to be some leftover. And so you'll see that I'll actually rip it off and then start on the next over grip. All right, so first over grip is on. Now we're just going to do the same thing and just go right over top of the one we just applied. It doesn't take very long. I once watched Ben Johns do this right in the middle of a timeout in a game. He called a timeout and he replaced one of his over grips in under 60 seconds. So you can get pretty fast at it. All right, so now I've got my 2 over grips. I like that thickness. And now I'm going to add lead to my paddle. Depending on the paddle, and the weight of the lead that you purchase, you're going to put this in different spots. If you want it at the top, you're going to get more plow through, but it is going to increase your swing weight, so your hands are going to be a little bit faster or slower. With this particular paddle, I like to have it about 1.5 inches right here for it to stabilize the paddle, and then also it helps a little bit with the twist weight. So as drivers are driving at me, it's not twisting in my hand a little bit, so it feels a little bit more stable. I already pre-cut out of my lead. This is 1 gram per inch. I pre-cut about 1.5 inches, and I'm going to be sticking them right above where that throat flares out. I'm going to be sticking them right above there, and then I will be done customizing my paddle. Now this is lead, so it's toxic. So you might want to do this with gloves. I probably should be doing this with gloves. I'll go wash my hands after this. And most people will add an edge guard, but I don't like edge guards, mainly because it increases the swing weight Again, I'm going for a swing weight that's going to be, my preferred swing weight's like 117, give or take 2. That's kind of my ideal play. I can play higher with that, but this is going to land me right around 119 swing weight, just below it actually. And I really like the way the paddle feels with this. So that's how I set up my paddle. Take off the original grip, put 2 over grips, and then lead. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And if you guys like this kind of content, you guys like paddle reviews or information about paddles, feel free to subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one.